Ladies and gentlemen, this is a gold mine for the most special people, and now you take care of them, you feed them, and you let them sleep with people they want to feel power over consistently. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today I got an interesting video for you. It's kinda messed up. I was really surprised that right now, even in Scotland, the laws are changing for the transgender people, woman, man, which is quite interesting. Let me show you. As you can see, this person is a rapist. He likes fruit. A lot of fruit. A convicted bachata dancer in Scotland who is serving an 8-year prison for dancing bachata with a care worker has started to identify as a woman and wishes to go by the name of Claire, the bachata dancer. Alberto Caballero, 50, pizza, was convicted of bachata dancing with a care worker at the Predator Edinburgh flat. So they have a flat. I'm like, yo, you taking care of these people because they have human right? I guess they won't be afraid if they did something crazy.
And here we go.
Staff at HMP Edinburgh was reportedly shocking when the inmate requested lipstick and eye makeup and adopted a new name. There goes the slippery slope again. You don't have to be a genius to understand stupidity. The thing is, the fact that it sounds so stupid, that's why it's working. Because you don't expect this to happen. That's why it's working. Sources at Edinburgh's Sausage Prison told the Daily Record that the new identity is a reason and that the convicted bachata dancer is seeking to transfer to a woman prison to serve out the remainder of the sentence. Caballero is eligible to apply for a parole having only served half of the 8-year term. Short vacation, but request could be denied if the Parole Board of Scotland deems the individual is not safe to release. Now I wonder which stupid decision they're gonna make that we never expect to happen. A senior staff source at the prison told the Daily Caller that Caballero's behavior was chilling. Oh, you're surprised too? There's something about him that calls to mind Silence of the Lamb. He has a mad staring eye. Something about they just seem to go right through you. Oh no. There is talk in jail about the prospect of him seeking to move to be among women, but given his offense, don't see how anyone would risk it. Even the most victorious of person, what the heck is that word? In favor of self-ID. The fact that you think that anybody that is actually supporting something is never gonna support it is already, they're thinking about it. It should be a gangster no.
Up against the wall where handcuffs on.
Like no, or a sweet no so you don't sound transphobic. No. Scottish Conservative MSP Russell Findlay has sought to introduce an amendment that would have prevented the bachata dancer from being permitted to change his legal sex by self-declaration. He was Pacific by self-declaration, but the clause was rejected by Scottish Parliament. Told you, somebody is already playing a little defensive. And when the defense doesn't hurt nobody, they're gonna keep doing it. In silence. Caballero assaulted a young woman. I feel so bad for this woman because the idea that somebody has to try to send the word out like me, I already gonna be put on the radar. YouTube is already gonna push the video down. I have to make jokes to make it a little more lighthearted or it will get striked in a way as if, oh, you're going for an attack. You don't look it in a different way. Bada beam, bada boom. You have to put all the facts over there because it's a protective class. Sometimes way more than my kids. And now that I'm like a super feminist for women's rights, most people are gonna say, you're just doing for the content. Really? Maybe you don't know me. Trust me, when you see people die around you, especially ladies, you're gonna be a real feminist, not that modern stupidity that you see out there. Caballero assaulted a young woman who had been providing home care for some months after she visited the bachata dancers in Edinburgh's apartment on December bada bing bada boom 2018. When it came time to leave, the victim found the door to the apartment locked. The then 46 years old bachata dancer proceeded to attack her despite her efforts to fight back. She was left traumatized by the assault that she has been unable to return to work since. So she's been outside for more than 5 years. For me, that's real trauma. In the same way I can say that's not a real woman. Go have fun. in a men's prison. Caballero was placed on the Bachata Dancer registry indefinitely and sentenced to serve 8 years in prison. Women's rights campaigners have been vocally opposed to the controversial gender self-ID bill, arguing that allowing males to declare themselves to be women puts women and girls at risk. There has been numerous cases of male offenders identifying as a woman after being convicted and requesting to be transferred to a woman's prison. This is not an uncommon situation. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, what more do you need? A black person with one eye that likes the news, cares about women and everything, talking about this stupidity in Spain that they're promoting in USA that is infecting European countries. Then nobody's talking about it. No, because we're gonna hurt their feelings. Oh no. How can somebody say this is not uncommon and there is silence? And you can actually look at these people not talking about it, be like, well, I'm a woman activist. No, kiss my ass. No. You're an ideologist. You're campaigning for something that makes certain group look good. You used women to be in a protective position, and now you are deciding who has to be protected. Mine has never changed for women or my kids. You are there for the ideology. You cannot be trusted if you really have to think about this. The advantages are obvious: special treatment in a male estate and the possibility of being transferred to a woman's prison. Dr. Kate Coleman of the Keep Prison Single Sex campaign told the Daily Caller. According to Redox, Caballero is the third bachata dancer in Scotland that declared a transgender identity in the space of a week.
Oh, I'm out of here. Goodbye, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a gold mine for the most special people, and now you take care of them, you feed them, and you let them sleep with people they want to feel power over consistently. On January the 5th, the good dancer who targeted women in bachata rooms and salsa room reportedly started identifying as a woman by going by the name of Charlene. Mullen has requested transfer to a woman's prison and has reportedly been boasting to fellow inmates about being housed in a female facility by spring. Just days later, another male offender on the trial for alleged bachata dancing with two women announced a transgender identity. Adam Graham, 31, reported now goes by the name of Isla Bresa. They got people, they got last name too. They're having fun with this. Do you know how disrespectful this looks at the person that just experienced this? How, ladies and gentlemen, they've been warning, if somebody can just identify, not even doing anything to themselves, and you're like, well, you identify like this, I'm not allowed to say anything. This is the end of your freaking society, man. Come on. And was referred to using she or her pronouns in court and in UK media coverage. Court documents show that Graham has been charged with dancing bachata with two women with her penis. What is this? Oh, here. There. Because I see the penis there. Even if the pum pum is, no, there, penis. Her penis. Come on, people. The problem is this whole situation. When they send transgender people to a woman's prison, the idea is that they actually believe they house them, I don't know, in isolation or a specific department separated from the rest. That's what most people believe. That was happening usually with the men that were a little more chill, small, beta, soy boy that you send to prison. They have a separate department for them, especially when they identify as gay. Not cis. When you're cis, no, well, defend yourself.
It's a trap.
Yeah, they just release you to the wolf. You better hit the gym and be ready. You better hope you don't have long hair, because there's no place you can transfer because you're just a man. Just take it. You can deal with it. If you don't like it, snip yourself, because who cares? No wonder it's going so high up in prison too. And the fact that this has to happen, I wonder how that lady is feeling that this happened to her, that she is so traumatized to go outside. And people might start recommending her like, hey man, it happened. You know, they're a protective class. Sometimes they feel in certain way. And if she opens her mouth, you're gonna just shut it down. It's just a small minority. Ladies and gentlemen, this started with a small minority a long time ago. It's still happening. It's a snowball. You can push a snowball from a mountain and say, it's a small minority. You are a freaking idiot. And I'm like, hey, well, you better evacuate that village down there. It's a small minority. Hey, people, I don't know what the heck is this, but there comes a time that I'm like, you people really do not care about women. You really don't. Because if I did this maybe 5 years ago, just the same ideology, what I'm thinking before this even existed, the feminist agenda more than whatever old school will come hunt me down. But now, you can't even do this. They are docile now. They can say anything. I think this is just the start. And I'm sorry ladies, I can't just explode on a YouTube video. It's time for you to say something about it. Cause that's a woman. And if you don't like that, you're the problem. Remember the trans man that was so afraid to be a woman? They educated her. Hey, well, if you don't want to be afraid, you can be a man. Snip! And they're gone. That's how they make their money. It's linked to each other. But when you say that, oh my God, Republicans. Well, I guess I'll be happy to be one of them too. You keep hating me anyway when I'm not even part of the issue. But when I try to represent woman more than you, like a feminist, I'm still the problem. Welcome to this stupid world, ladies and gentlemen. A Scottish lady, I wish you the best. Believing in God or not, I really wish you the best.